So, this is our Final Fantasy 13 2 review.
Dude, no, can't do this.
Dude, so, this game.
So hold up, let's introduce ourselves.
Okay, I'm Max, like Erratic Max for this review. And
And
over there, that douche over there would be Stevemeister,
yeah, hey dudes.
the
hey,
douchemeister.
dude.
Yeah. We're gonna review a game called Final Fantasy 13 2.
It was,
God, dude, 13 2 games?
no,
Shit.
dude, the game sucked. I'm just gonna tell you guys, but
And that was Steve's review. Goodbye, everybody.
no. I don't mean to offend any of you out there, but I'm just gonna say my opinion of the game is the game was kind of a repeat of basically Final Fantasy 13. I mean, there was no change in the gameplay. All you did
There was. It's just that
you can control
there,
a
there
monster.
was.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just that, okay. Let's get into the story first. How do you feel about the story?
Story was pretty good. I mean, they continued 13.
Okay, so let's recap the story for anyone who doesn't know this game.
Go ahead.
This game, if anyone doesn't know, is Final Fantasy 13 2, and the 2 basically implies that it's a continuation, a direct sequel to Final Fantasy 13, which was released some years ago.
So the game takes place with lightning in the beginning.
Yeah. For all of those fooled by the game's cover, which has lightning and a cool armor in front, you will not be playing it, sir, for this game. No.
Nope. You're only gonna play for the prologue sequence.
Yeah, and the game pulls a complete 180 on you. You play as Lightning, who is completely awesome in the opening, and then the game makes you play as her sister,
Who sucks?
Who-
I'm not gonna
who,
lie.
if anyone does know, a little spoiler, but who cares? She was basically the damsel in distress in the first game, and now you get to play as her. I mean, okay. The interesting thing I find about this is that you remember Final Fantasy X-2 that was released like years ago.
That
It's
late
basically
sequel,
the
dude.
same thing. It's like they make you play as the damsel in distress that was in the first game, except now she's a little bit more capable.
Yeah, dude. And, I don't know if you guys know what her weapon is, but it's kind of a.
It's a bow sword.
And
Yeah, a
Yeah.
bow sword.
yeah,
I mean, it was, gunblade's not enough. No, we have to be traditional. Happen to be a bow. The hell.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, and I read about it, and apparently the developers say that the reason that it was a bow and not a gun is because they wanted
Originality.
no, they
No?
just wanted her to become feminine or keep her feminine touch. And I'm like, so is Lightning a man for using a gun? You didn't seem to worry about her feminine touch when Final Fantasy 13 came out. I mean, she's wearing shorts and fucking killing people with bullets and shit, but damn.
Yeah, dude. And there's gonna be a bit of bad language in here, so if you guys you're gonna be offended.
Yeah, fucking get out. And the kids are like, fucking get out. Go to sleep, do your homework, whatever the fuck.
That's only Max, dude. Don't worry. So story, as we were saying.
So let's recap the story. Basically, getting back to story. Basically, after the first game, the game puts you in the. Basically, the game story
puts you
takes.
in the future.
Yeah, it puts you in the future about 2 years.
Yeah,
It's right after, and basically, they put you into the shoes of Sarah. Sarah Farron.
I don't care about the last name. What the F? No.
Yeah, Sarah Farron, who is basically Lightning's sister. She's basically the sister of the main character from Final Fantasy 13, the original game. And
She meets a boy. She's a guy.
the game starts out has one very big theme that's overarching in the whole thing: time travel.
Yeah, dude. And
Time travel.
If that wasn't original, I mean, I don't know what is.
I personally don't have any problems with the time travel plot in a video game, but this game doesn't exactly do it well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't exactly feel like you're going back in time. You're just like going back to the same areas, but with different, like
People.
with different coloring. It's like this is like a different coat of paint. It's like, okay, it's the same area except it's night. It's the same area except it's like dusk. Like,
Yeah.
what's different? Literally.
Yeah, dude. And the thing is about the game is it makes you backtrack through the whole game many times.
Oh yeah, dude. It like the game's whole. All right, we'll get to that later. But as for the story, it's very simple.
Boy
basically,
meets guy, or girl meets
basically,
guy.
a guy from the future decides to go back to the past to find Sarah because Lightning sent him to protect her. from some great catastrophe that will happen in the future.
Yeah.
And this guy basically comes from an apocalyptic future where everyone's dead except for him.
Okay, I think should be enough spoilers.
Okay, that's all we'll tell you.
But
basically, the whole point of the game is she, Sarah, and this man, Noel, are basically traveling through the timeline in order to repair it and
find
lightning and save the timeline.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone notices, but I don't know if you noticed, but the entire game I'm thinking, this is one big Terminator plot.
I don't know, dude.
Guy comes from the future to save a woman, and he literally goes, "I'm here to find Sarah Connor."
Oh man, dude.
I'm telling you now, this game would have been a lot more entertaining if freaking that guy had a Schwarzenegger accent.
I don't know, dude. Actually, now that you say it, I kind of think it is, yeah.
He literally goes back from the future to find this woman and goes like, "If you want, go with me if you want to live."
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. But yeah, story-wise, what did you think of it?
It was original. I mean, time traveling. Yeah, that actually
as original as time travel goes, yes.
Yes. I liked how they put the paradox stuff. So like, if you did something that you shouldn't have really have done during the story, I mean, it kind of changes the ending, you know.
Yeah, but okay, let's say this now. The people said that there are multiple endings. That's a big lie. Okay. Now, I don't know. I like the paradox stuff that your choices matter, but it doesn't really use it that much. It's like the only paradox thing is like story-wise.
Yeah, dude.
It's like it really doesn't change at all. It's just like, okay, there is no choice really. Okay, so out of the story, let's get story out of the way. Personally, I feel that it was very. I don't like how the story did a total 360 on you. It's like remember the original game, Final Fantasy 13, where it was like basically about how they had to fight against their hopeless fate as l'Cie.
Yeah.
l'Cie are basically like the mutants, like from X-Men. Basically, like there are people with superpower that is hated by the world. And I like that plot actually, like the fact that all these different people have to find out that maybe they have to work together to fight against this hopeless fate. That maybe they need to overcome the fact that the world hates them.
Yeah.
And become closer to each other. This game just comes out of nowhere. It's like time travel, bro.
Yeah, dude. But still, come on. You gotta admit, like,
I don't know. It's unique in a sense that Final Fantasy games are unique. I mean, it's like, okay, it's unique in a sense that Final Fantasy games have never had this futuristic setting. Final Fantasy VIII was a bit futuristic, we know, with the cars and stuff. It was more modern.
Yeah.
But this is more futuristic, like flying cars and, you know, big cities in the sky and all that.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. It's like, okay, the whole plot doesn't really have enough tension. It's like, okay, why do I have to find lightning? And the only reason I like the story is because lightning's in it.
So you're saying it's like so you know how Final Fantasy 13, the first game, was linear, right?
Yeah.
So basically, this game is still linear because
Final Fantasy 13 2 was basically made because a lot of people complained about Final Fantasy 13 and said it was really, really linear, and they're right that part. I mean,
but this game
like,
is no
playing through that game is like going through a big hallway with a few cutscenes in between.
Yeah, dude, you can't even backtrack until like near the end of the game.
Yeah, and oh god, Final Fantasy 13. Oh, so much grinding.
Dude, no joke.
So much grinding. But yeah, in this game, all right. To sum it up, the story's okay.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't like it as much as I did with 13. And now, let's get to the characters. Sarah? Let's just say she's not as strong as a character as her sister, Lightning, was. I mean, I like that they're finally, they're using a female main character this time. That's what I like about Final Fantasy 13. But she's not really as strong as her sister. Like, there's really nothing interesting you know about her. It's like, okay, she has this buff surfer dude as her husband.
Yeah.
She has, flaring pink hair.
Maybe, dude, but, she has that willpower to, think that her sister's still there and, try
Yeah,
to
but that's really about it. Everyone thinks she's crazy because, okay, basically the story is Lightning basically gets erased from existence for some reason. Like, everyone thinks that she died after the ending of Final Fantasy 13.
Spoiler alert.
Whatever. And if you okay, Final Fantasy 13 at the ending, apparently in Final Fantasy 13 2, everyone thinks Lightning is dead after that. And Sarah's the only one who believes that Lightning is still alive and that there's something wrong. So she feels like the odd man out.
Yeah.
But I don't like her at all. It's like she's not really strong, mentally or like.
No, mentally she is strong because she truly believes that.
Yeah, but physically, it's like she's not doing any of the cool shit Lightning did.
Okay, I don't want to be sexist, but when has a woman ever been physically strong? I mean, okay,
Dude.
just because
Have you played Have you played Street Fighter?
Okay.
Those chicks will rip your head off with just like their legs.
Capcom wanted Sarah to induce women, they got it. But this
Have you
this
seen?
ain't
Have you
Capcom,
played
bro.
Resident Evil? Resident Evil. Those chicks will freaking pop your head open with just their legs.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I guess you got a point there, but still, I mean, sure, she wasn't physically as strong as.
I don't know. I just find it ridiculous that out of nowhere she just gains this ability to fight. It's like, at least with Final Fantasy 13, it made sense because everyone had at least some experience in fighting.
I mean, Lightning had the military.
Lightning had the military. What has Sarah ever done? She's a school teacher.
But think about it. In the first game, right? She was I think, Falsi or Lassie, whatever. I don't know.
We never see her fight anything though. It's like,
but she might have gotten that experience that we don't even know.
Man, I just find it weird that characters in RPGs sometimes like just suddenly pop out with this ability to fight. I mean, okay, it's just weird. Okay. I mean, she suddenly just learns how to use this bow sword thing. Really?
Oh, and the bow sword is apparently a Moogle. That can transform.
Yeah.
We haven't told you.
In Final Fantasy Fair, we just had to like.
Final Fantasy Fair?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And we just had to insert a Moogle in there for some reason. Yeah, her bow sword, and for those of you who don't know, it's literally what it's called. It's a bow that turns into a sword. It's a Moogle. A Moogle morphs into her weapon.
Yeah, dude.
And dude, okay.
It's the most annoying.
It's the most annoying character in this game. I mean, oh god, I just feel sorry for whoever had to voice this thing. It's just like he had to do that Moogle accent all the way through.
Yeah, dude.
And he has to say "coupo" at the end of every sentence.
It's just.
Oh my god.
No, dude. Like, I hated that.
It's like Navi from Zelda, only. Oh god, you know what? It's exactly like Navi. It's Navi.
Nah, dude.
It's this game version of Navi.
It's
just
worse.
Like, hey, Kupo. Hey, Kupo.
Hey, man, this is worse because it actually can talk.
Okay? yeah. We had no problem with the Moogles from the previous Final Fantasy games. Because really, they didn't talk much. You know, they didn't bother us. They didn't stalk us.
Yeah.
This one, he literally follows you everywhere you go.
And he talks.
And he talks to you. Oh my god.
Can't do it, dude.
And then Noel, that new character.
This is the last character, by the way.
I don't know about you, but I actually like this guy, kind of.
Yeah. I kind of can't see Goofy's son being in a Final Fantasy game. So if you guys haven't known yet,
yeah, what he means is that the voice actor for this new character, Noel, basically the Terminator, is the same voice actor for Max, Goofy's son from that one Goofy movie, Disney movie.
No, it's called the Goofy movie.
It's called. Wow, really? Oh,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just. I don't know about you, but the entire game I was just waiting for him to go yuck.
Dude.
Like when he was falling down, I was waiting to hear him do that Goofy scream.
Oh, dude, I totally heard him when he was falling down, dude.
Oh my god. And then okay, I don't know about you, but I actually like the backstory for this guy.
Sure. Oh.
I mean, he.
Right? Wait, guys. This is a major spoiler, so if you guys don't want to listen to it...
No. We won't spoil much. The spoilers will come later. But I like that despite his situation, he's very mentally strong. Like, he's never really complaining about anything during the game. He doesn't stop out of nowhere. It's like, oh, my sister's gone.
My mentors...
No, he's strong enough to, like, go on his own and fight and get shit done. I mean, he's the Terminator to Sarah, who's... ironically, named the same as Sarah Connor. I mean, it's the same as the Terminator. I mean, he's here to protect Sarah, and
Sarah's just here to do stuff.
He's doing his job. Let me tell you that, because he's protecting the most worthless chick ever. But
anyways.
But yeah,
besides
that's about the characters. Overall, Sarah not as strong as her sister.
The Moogle
can suck a dick.
And
Noel
decent.
Noel's decent.
Yeah.
And on to gameplay.
So
What do you think? This is the strong suit of the game. What do you think of it?
Gameplay. Sure, they changed it so that the third-party member would be like, a monster. Say, oh, I can catch a behemoth. Oh, that's like the greatest thing in the world.
That's one big departure from Final Fantasy 13. basically for this game, your only 2 human party members are Noel and Sarah. That's about it. You won't gain any more unless you like pay for DLC.
Yeah, and who would want?
And then your third party member is always going to be this monster that you can tame during the game. The whole game is basically about taming monsters, and so there's the paradigm system, which was carried over from the first game.
But they made it a bit easier.
Easier, yeah. The paradigm system is basically where you can set a class for each character, like a set class for each character, and when you switch paradigms, it basically switches sets of classes that you set on these characters. So
for example, say I put Sarah as a commando and which is basically a warrior, and Noel as a ravager, which is basically a mage.
Yeah, it's basically the faster version of the class change system from the usual Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
and
for this one, monsters.
For this one, it's a lot more fast paced. I don't know about that. For Final Fantasy 13, it was a lot more. I don't know. It was fast, but not as fast as this one.
Yeah, but think about it. When I played this game, I basically saw Final Fantasy 13. Nothing changed. I mean, all you're ever gonna do is spam X. I mean, that's what I did the whole
spam X
time.
the game. Why no X the game?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, the game's very different from Final Fantasy games because if you know Final Fantasy games, basically you choose the option in the menu all the time, like attack, 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 and you target enemies. For this game, there's an auto function where you just press it and the game like automatically chooses your actions for you.
Which is kind of lame. I mean, I would love to there's the option of choosing what you want to do.
But it's not as fast. I mean, and especially with the pace of this game, and especially later on with the stronger bosses,
you're gonna die a lot.
You can't afford to start picking your own options.
Yeah, dude.
You're going to die.
So overall, I thought the battle system.
The battle system is a bit changed to be faster, but nothing really has changed, and I don't know. I kind of wish it was a lot harder.
Yeah.
It was really easy just to like mow through enemies just by spamming X and clicking the auto button.
Yeah, dude. And if you had the right paradigm classes, I mean, you breeze through everything.
You breeze through everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically the entire point of this game, especially with the harder bosses,
it's the spam X.
Is no
spam X, dude,
and they expect you to be tactical about it and like set the classes right for your party members. Like certain bosses, like maybe like you need to buff and heal at the same time, so you need to do that. Like set that paradigm so that you can beat this boss easier.
Yep.
And I like that tactical aspect. I just wish it wasn't so automated.
Yeah, dude. Other than that, I mean, the monster class, we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah. Each monster, the human characters, they can switch classes to a variety of classes. But the monsters have a set one class that they can do. So you basically have to choose between the monsters you tame to be the third party member to suit your needs.
And you can only have about 3.
And
right?
I do not like. Yeah, you can only have it about to 3.
Yeah.
Monsters in your set party, and I don't like having a monster in your party. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an old FF fan. It's just that I kind of prefer having a human in my party.
No, I don't know. I actually like the uniqueness of this game because it added. You can have a monster and throughout the whole battle.
I don't care about the monsters though. I killed them. I don't want them on my team.
No, dude. I mean, it was great because I always loved the behemoth.
No, but
you can finally be on my team.
I don't know, but it gets kind of old just having Sarah.
You get kind of old.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
Yeah, nice excuse, bro. But it gets kind of old having just Sarah and Noel on your team. I just kind of wish there was a human party member.
And that's where DLC comes in.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of hating Square Enix right now because they're doing this DLC crap.
Yeah.
And basically, there's this place called the Arena, the Coliseum in the game, where you can go there, and basically it's an empty area that serves no purpose until you buy some DLC. The DLC is basically like arena boss fights, which are optional boss fights you can basically buy and unlock in the game, so you can fight that optional boss.
Guess who's in it?
Yeah.
It's Lightning, dude.
Lightning is one of the DLC actually, and basically, if you manage to beat these optional bosses, and actually, there's a very low percentage that you can tame these bosses, but if you do, you can actually recruit them into your party.
And then have a third human party member.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
And you have to pay for that. It's completely utterness. It's like, if it's not in the game, why are you making me pay for it? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. At least they're not forcing us to pay for something that we need in the game. Like, you don't have to fight these bosses, but come on.
Sure, I mean, you could have. They could have at least added. I mean, lightning.
Yeah, at least something as incentive. It's like that area is literally empty through the entire game.
Yeah, dude. We're just gonna tell you now. I mean, you're only gonna go to the arena once in the whole story.
In the whole story,
just to pick up
and the arena master tells you to fuck off because you're not paying him.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was just stupid.
I don't know. I actually bought some of the DLC, and I have to admit, these optional bosses are actually pretty challenging.
Yeah, I bought the Omega one.
Yeah, it's actually pretty challenging. I mean, I like that aspect. It says we're paying $3 or $4 for it. Why?
No, Omega died so quick. Don't get him.
It's I don't know. It's challenging for certain bosses. I mean, Omega was easy, but try going against Gilgamesh.
Yes.
Oh my God, he will just annihilate you.
Yeah,
but
dude.
yeah, enough of that. Basically,
gameplay. Yeah.
Gameplay is meh.
It's
very
same.
automated.
Yeah.
It's very, very automated.
The monster class system, I actually thought it was pretty unique. You know.
I don't like it. More humans, please.
Guys, this guy's a hater. Don't listen to him.
No, screw you. You don't like this game as much as I do. But whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, on to the graphics.
That
Pretty.
amazing.
Pretty.
Screw you. It's amazing. Like,
All right, Square Enix, standard to how big Square Enix has gone, and this is about as pretty as Final Fantasy 13 was.
You guys know Crisis? Bam. It's
It's
Square
not
Enix.
okay. That's a bit. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. It's a very, very pretty game.
Yeah, just like me, dude. I mean, I'm very pretty.
Yeah, pretty enough for man.
No. But yeah, graphic CGI, dude.
Yeah, you can go suck Noel's cock. Anyway.
Oh, you really? Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's a very, very beautiful game. Like throughout the CGI cutscenes, I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah. No, seriously.
It's
like
prettier than Pixar. And the entire game, the graphics are very consistent. It just feels that I don't know. They had to sacrifice a lot for these graphics. Like to have these good graphics, they had to cut out a lot of the game. Like, okay, to address the one issue in Final Fantasy 13, they made this game a little bit more open-ended, where you can maybe go around more open-ended areas. Like you're not stuck in a hallway. You can come back to certain areas and go into towns and such. But you're not really doing much in these places. It's like there's a lot to explore, but what is there to do?
I mean, yeah, you're gonna do side quests, but side quests, you guys all know they're all boring.
Yeah, at least with the other Final Fantasy games, it was even though they were linear, I could go anywhere I want. It's like there was a point where you can get an airship and just fly back to any area you want and just explore, right?
Yeah, but in this game,
you can't really do that in this game. In this game, you're basically traveling through time back to these set areas that are basically the same thing, but with a different coat of paint every time you go back to it.
Yeah, dude. We mentioned earlier. I mean, I don't think they were original in thinking of time.
Yeah, they didn't really do much with that concept, but so far it's very, very open-ended, but not open-ended enough.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more to do with it, and yeah, basically very, very pretty. But I feel that they've sacrificed way too much for pretty graphics. Graphics don't make the game, but it helps, I guess.
Yeah.
Now on to
replayability. That has no replayability.
No, it does. It's like, okay, there are these things called time fragments that you can collect through the game, and you're basically powered up and you get new abilities every time you collect these fragments. So I guess there's incentive to collect them. Like they're basically hidden items throughout each stage that you can collect.
I know you hated that.
Okay, I did.
One fragment.
Hey, guess how many fragments in this game?
100.
Over 100.
Yeah, dude. And
oh my God. I was a sucker who actually monotonously just sat there and used guides to get every one of these things. And it's ridiculous how these things are hidden.
We're going to tell you now, one fragment, you're going to have to find every single monster.
Oh God, yes.
And,
yeah.
dude.
Oh my God. There's a fragment where you literally have to find every single monster in this game.
Rare or not rare.
Rare or not rare. And you're at the point where it's like, oh my God, and if you're like me, you're gonna be stuck there checking through this bestiary list of all the monsters you collect. It's like, oh my God, which one did I miss?
Yeah, dude, for real.
Oh my God, it was so torturous.
Square Enix, I don't want to be a hater, but don't ever do that again.
Yeah, it feels like games like Infamous.
Yeah, dude.
We had to collect those fragments. I'm like, this is Final Fantasy. Stop it.
Dude, I'm not gonna spend my, college days trying to find
the
fragment
Monopoly's
or a monster.
find these little fragments. Stop it.
I mean, sure, people have found it really
But
easily.
yeah, for replayability, all there really is after you finish the game, you can go to find these fragments and get the optional like joke endings. Okay, this game has multiple endings, but there really is only one main ending you can get. All the other endings are just like joke spoof endings that you can get by collecting enough fragments. That's about it.
Yeah. So overall, I give
this
game
not much replayability there.
Yeah.
What do you think about the music though?
Music, dude. I mean, I love the fight when you fought with the. Okay, spoiler, but
Yeah.
I like the fight
the Devil May Cry live music.
Yeah.
Okay, they did something very different with this game than they did with the other Final Fantasy games.
They gave
where
me death,
it's like
hardcore.
all the other Final Fantasy games are music is orchestrated. There are barely any lyrics in them. But in this game, you'll be hard pressed to find a song that didn't have lyrics in it. Like there are vocals everywhere you go.
Yeah, dude.
And basically, they wanted to try something new with this game, where they basically gave a lot of different artists this soundtrack and went like
ballistic,
go crazy.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Like literally, the woman who does the music for Ghost in the Shell, she does music in this.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
And there's literally a song in this game that starts playing where I thought, am I playing Devil May Cry? There's this like death metal, cryptic, hellish music that's like popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. It's actually pretty cool though.
I don't know. I like that they're taking a new direction with it. It's just that I don't know. I'm okay with it, but
I'm okay with
I just wish there was more orchestrated songs. Because when there was music that was orchestrated, it was actually very beautiful.
Like Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, and yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But so, okay.
Story.
What would you do? What would you give this game out of 10?
I'm gonna have to give it a 8.5. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like it too much.
For me, it's a solid 8. I don't know. Despite all the annoyances we said, it was very annoying. But it was a solid effort. I mean, it was a fun game.
Fun game.
Fun game, but polish it up.
Yeah.
This story, not good.
Even though you said you wouldn't have made it linear,
And
Square Enix,
let's make this clear. It's a big improvement for Final Fantasy 13. They fixed a lot of the problems that were in Final Fantasy 13.
but it didn't fix the linear problem. I mean, sure, you went through the story, but
Yeah, it feels.
the story.
How we would classify this as open linear.
Yeah,
It's like
dude.
a hybrid.
Yeah, dude, because you're still going through one storyline. I mean, sure,
Okay.
you can go back, but you're only going
So
back
basically,
to find
Steve
monsters.
gives it an 8.5, and I give it an 8. Okay, at this point, we're gonna start talking about the ending. If you don't want to be spoiled, if you want to see the ending for yourself, turn this thing off right now.
Dude, I hated the ending.
Because we are going to spoil everything. We will give you the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
Fuck
so-
this ending.
Yeah, dude, this ending was so stupid.
Okay. Oh god. Literally. Okay. For those who stayed, the ending is basically, okay. Everything you've done to save the world, you basically accomplish your mission. You saved the timeline. You found lightning. You saved the world. Except at the end, the game pulls a complete douche move on you and said, "Oh, it turns out you were wrong. The villain wins. Everything got screwed up. Everything you worked hard for meant nothing."
Nope.
And then, I wouldn't have minded that, but they pulled the audacity at the end of the ending to put out a message that says,
To
be continued.
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude.
It was like the game literally just had hands went out, slapped me. It hurt. It hurt.
Dude, if they're gonna make a 13-3,
Dude, if they're gonna make a 13-3, fuck it. It's like, really?
it's not worth the buy, guys.
3? I mean, if they said, I don't know. It's very it's very unconfirmed, right? It's very unconfirmed right now whether they will make a 13-3. I mean, they hinted at the fact that they might patch it up with DLC, but you're still making us pay extra money for something that should be in the game. It should be a complete story, and it's very unique in the Final Fantasy series that we're getting a 13-3, a third direct sequel. That's never happened before. Really. A 13-3 in a series. I don't know about. How about you? How do you feel about this ending?
You guys, I really hate this.
It's
I don't have anything to say because I really hate it.
It's a horror out ending. Square Enix might as well just just plastered the game with their symbol and went like, "We love you. Give us more money."
Yeah, dude. I mean, okay, here I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna play Final Fantasy 13 2 because you have the first game, just rent the game. Don't buy it.
Yeah, or at least play through the story for once. You're not gonna want to play this after you see the ending because it is going to piss you off.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are excited to see a sequel, but
I'm not.
really, we aren't.
Yeah.
It's like this story should have been completed in this game. A 13.3 is a bit going too far. They're not even finished with 13 verses yet.
That was during middle school.
Which was announced when? I had the picture for that game when I was in middle school.
That was like around 6 years ago, dude.
That's a big time gap.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn into Blizzard. Literally, the trailer for the game is gonna be like, hell, it's about time.
It's like StarCraft 2.
Overall, that's all we have to say about it.
So,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's our review, folks.
The next game will probably
The next game we're probably gonna review is Tales of Grace's F.
Yeah, dude.
Look forward to it.
Yep. See ya.